Greetings, this is garthrs, the tireless adventure, another episode of Dreadnaught, which is actually now a Titan because of its mass. And I would show you its mass by getting into that right there, but we're going to wait a second because I've been trying to work out elevators for the last couple of days. Been sick, so I figured since I couldn't record, I might as well go ahead and work on it. And going over to Dreadnaught's channel, he made a very simple elevator for 2 stories, which we're going to incorporate in several other places, but for right now, we just come over here, we hit this button, it opens the floor, drops us to the ground, and we're back here. Now we want to go back up, we just hit the button, go back up, hit this, turns us around, drops us back into gravity. Now this elevator is very simple, it's very, very easy, and I'll show you guys how to put it together here in a second. Well, actually I won't show you, I'll show you what I did and then direct you over to Dreadnaught's channel because he did it much better than I could ever do it. But the other one, the other elevator that I made, I made using Sven the Slayer's tutorial, which is extremely easy to follow, super simple, and basically walked you through all the different things that you need to do, and I was like just blown away at how easy it was to follow. I don't know anything about Starmade logic, and I made this using his tutorial, so I'll definitely link you to that one as well. This is for a multi-floor. These little lights right here, there's a yellow one. If this is the floor that's been selected, the yellow light will illuminate. If the elevator is in use, the red light will illuminate. Also, the doors will be closed. Right here we have bridge, engineering, and the shuttle bay. We are currently in the shuttle bay, so there's no need for a button there. And I did that by nesting a display in there and putting the text out really far. You can do that. It goes like super far out if you want. But that's basically what I did here. So let's just go up to engineering for a second, and I'll show you guys how this works. So hit the button. Go to engineering, turn around, there's our doors are open, we walk towards them, and you jump. I gotta lower the ceiling a little bit, but you jump and it resets your gravity. And then we go into the damage control, and this is the freaking nightmare that I put together that was extremely easy to put together. I was like, man, I'm never gonna be able to do that when I saw his wiring, but after he walked me through it, I was like, wow, that's easy. Wow, anybody can do that. And this takes you up to forward maintenance tunnels, which take you to the different, remember the little spider tendril things that I made on the outside here? Yeah, that's what these are. These actually go on the outside of the ship. The little heat vents and junk like that come up around here. You can see them through there where we're at the top of the ship. And this is basically it right here. This is pretty much all I've done on that part. Just blocking this in. I've been kind of sick, haven't been able to talk very well without like sniffling every 5 seconds, so I was just doing busy work. But when we get back to the elevator here, we'll go up to the bridge and I'll show you what it resets to normal, which is good. Like I said, I do need to lower that ceiling one. But when you hit a button, these doors will close. All these doors will close. So let's go up to the bridge now. It takes us all the way up to the bridge, puts us in here, and then we just walk forward and it drops us into gravity. That's the goal for the middle floor, is just to walk forward and it'll drop you into gravity. Now I had to kind of change things around. This is left open so that you can see. It's very simple. It's very simple as far as activation goes. Like I can turn it on with this one, but I can't turn it off. So this will activate another circuit somewhere saying I want to go to floor 2, and it turns on everything that I need to get to floor 2. And that is pretty much, that's it. Yeah, the reset circuit is up above that ceiling and tied to this one. So if I need to reset it, like let's see, I could probably hit that one. No? Can I hit it? No, I can't. Maybe I can hit it from inside here without going anywhere. Here we go. Boop. You see, red light comes on, floor's open, goes all the way down to the bottom. Now it'll stay like that until I hit the bottom. And then, oh, what happened here? Why am I out of gravity? Go back up to the bridge. Okay, there we go. And now we're in that. But you can basically, anytime it gets out of whack, you can reset it with that little flash once, and you know it's reset and everything's good to go. These doors will all close when the elevator is in use. Go down to shuttle bay for a minute. It takes me all the way down to shuttle bay. Well, it's a little smaller than I thought it was. And then this should open these doors. What have I done to wrong? God only knows. See, it didn't hit here. I need to reset it for something. Oh, I know what. I know why. There we go. That should reset it. Hit bridge. I know this up top resets it when I come into the gravity. Oh, this is all crazy. See, it still says elevators in use. So obviously, I miswired something. But like anytime you run into a problem, you can just reset it, and everything should be back to normal. Okay, yeah. But let me show you what I put together here and how I did it. And I did it pretty much the same way he did it. Sven did it for the multi-layer one. It was, like I said, pretty easy to follow, and I probably did something stupid because it was extremely easy to follow. I've got so many friggin' ship cores on this thing, it's ridiculous. All right, so anyways, let's hit this and see what we're doing wrong. All right, so this says we're going to engineering, and if you come down underneath the floor here, you see what the system is. This is the bridge block. Anytime somebody calls for the bridge, this will activate. But what we did is we hit number 2, which basically turns on this memory state saying, yes, this one is active. And when this is active, it shuts all the doors. It also, those buttons up there will activate this. Let's see. What else did I do? I don't think I did anything wrong on this one. Like if I want to reset it, I can just go up here and reset it. We'll see what I did wrong. Alright, so that resets. Now these little dealies right here are just an and an activation block, and I'll show you why I thought that was neat. Like we could do this right here, and we have this to this, and this to this. When we hit that, it turns it on. And when it turns it on just that one time, that and, it'll activate this block. So I want to be able to just tie this in here for a second. Let me go ahead and select that and select this. So by only selecting this doesn't control actively anything. So if I hit this, you see the memory state says, okay, it was on. When I turn it off, it stays on. You see? So that is what each one of these buttons are. And effectively, they're labeled bridge, engineering, shuttle bay. So anything that calls to bridge connects to the bridge module. Anything that calls to shuttle bay connects to the shuttle bay module. So it's pretty simple. It's pretty cut and dry. And each one of these little area triggers right here will pick up basically this stuff right here, which is the one I need to move down one. And each one of these little floor controllers, which is right here, which is basically an OR and a NOT. So if I push bridge, I know it has to open this floor and this floor. So in order to get to the bridge, I have to clear this floor and this floor. And this may be where I screwed it up, because his elevator was, you know, the ceiling of floor 2 was, or the floor of floor 2 was the ceiling of floor 1, and where I have a lot of dead space in here. That's probably what I screwed up. But like if I click this knot right here and come in, you'll see I've got the ceiling of floor 1 and the floor of 2 selected. So it opens both of these at the same time. And then when I hit this right here, an area trigger too, like if I'm going to 2, when I hit this stuff, it knows to turn this off and reset the system. So that's where that goes. That basically turns it off with that right there. So I hit floor 2, I hit that, and it'll reset, and all the doors open and junk like that. So that is probably something that I did wrong. And these little dealies right here put me back into gravity. And gravity is extremely important when you're on a spaceship. But anyways, yeah, so it worked out pretty well for me. I started thinking about all the other things that I could do. And with this kind of setup, and you know, multi-floor stuff is all well and good, but specifically what we're going to do today is we are going to handle this. Now this is maintenance access tunnels, remember that. So we come out of engineering and we go to forward maintenance, which is to the left and right up the quote unquote stairs here, which takes us up to forward maintenance. Left side are port and starboard sides. So I'll be putting signs in, crap like that. Let me just deselect that. But in aft maintenance here, we have a lot going on. We have these things right here, which I finished up. I closed them in. They take us out to this side. Take us out that, which is handy. And then we come to the back here, where we are going to have to make decisions on up and down. Now, the way I have it right now, it's just open. So let me go ahead and close it. Now we have 9 here, so let's go in. And that's the downside about this, because I can't do the mirror on this one. So we'll walk over to this, and when we hit our button, which is going to be right there, so we hit our button right there. We want that button to behave like a good little button, and when I push it, it's going to just stay on. Now we want it to act like a switch, not a button. So when we click it, we want it to turn back off. So what we're going to have to do, and I worked this one out. Oh, thanks to Dreadnaught, and this one helped out a lot because I couldn't figure out how to do this for the life of me. But we select the button, we put down an AND gate and a delay, then we select the delay, and we go to a NOT. We select the NOT, and we go back into the and then we select the and we go back into the button. And then when we toggle the button, let's just turn this off. When we toggle the button, you'll note nothing happens. The very first time that you do that, the NOT is in the wrong thing, and you can't toggle it with R. So you have to set it one time and then set it again, and then the NOT will come on because the switch is not pressed. So then we click it off, and it'll go down one time and turn itself back off because the NOT toggles the AND. So we have this and this, which gives it a yes, and the yes will activate that. So we turn it on, and you see it turns it back off. So the NOT and the button at the same time will give the AND a yes. Oh, wrong thing. See, the AND gets a yes, which kicks, and the button also kicks off the delay. The delay will turn off the NOT because this button is on, and then since the NOT goes off, the AND no longer kicks off and the button goes over. So that's as I understand it. Now we are already in gravity at this point, so when we hit this button, all we want this to do is open this. And since this is on by default, these are a powered signal. What we want to do is we want to convert that into a NOT. So we select that, and we just go with a NOT, which is 5 was already on, and then we select the NOT and hit Shift V on this, and it'll select all that. Now you notice the NOT is by default. When you place it down, it's off. So you have to toggle it one time, and as soon as this turns off and gets back on the NOT, these are powered. But while we close it, let's go back a little bit so you can see. When we hit that, see it opens for half a second, allowing us to fall through. So we'll fall through down to the bottom and be able to do what we're going to do. Now we're already in that gravity. To get back up, this is semi-permanent for the record, because you can jump into that. I'm thinking about just making like a little angle coming down this way, but we want to get back up. So we come over here to this, and we hit the button. Oh, deselect it. Make sure you don't have things selected. I do that so much, it's ridiculous. So when we hit this button, we want to activate this, which is going to send us up. And when we get to the top, we want these doors to unlock because we don't want to be stuck on the bottom of the door. So the very first thing we're going to do is that we're going to connect those two. Now you only have to toggle that the one time. So we don't need to bring this out, but we can. So we'll go to an and a delay. Select a delay. Now these don't have to be in a row or anything. To a not to the and back into the button. Boom. So that when we hit this button, it'll toggle like it's supposed to. It'll go on for a second, then it'll go off. Now, if you watch my upper right-hand corner of my screen, you'll see when I select this, it says you have entered the gravity. Now remember, we have to flip it one time because the knot's not working. So we flip it the second time. It says you have exited the gravity. Now every time I hit it, it says you have entered the gravity. Notice how the button kicked back off, but it didn't kick me back out of gravity. So that's what we're looking for on that one. But we also want to make sure that when we're going up, these doors open. And the best way to do that, I have found, and thanks again to your cart for that one. Now, I've seen several different things. And this honestly works best for me. Deselect. All right. Let's put an area trigger first. Do things in the right order. And select it. And then we come in here. And with our area, go about one from the top. Right here, that gives it time to activate. And then we have to put a module right next to it, an activation module right next to it. And then with that activation module, we can totally activate this gravity, which is the one that we're supposed to be in. Now this will only... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, that was wrong. All right, what this is going to do is it's going to open these doors. And we want these doors only to open when we're going up, not down. So these doors are default closed when this not signal is completely lit up like that. So what we want to do is we want to have an and here that checks for both of those. So we want to make sure that this button has been pressed, and we want to make sure that this knot is activated. So when we fall through, it won't trigger the doors again. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're falling through, the doors are open, and this signal will not be reaching that. Make sense? Sure it does. All right. So we select this again. We already got our and signal, so let's go ahead and put a delay on it, and then select the delay. Go to a knot. Take the knot into that. Take the and into that. So now we have this button that resets. So let's go ahead and toggle it once so we can get that knot in the right state, which it is now. Because right now this is technically a true, and this was a true when I clicked it, so this sent the true on to the knot. All right. So now what we basically want it to do is we want it to toggle those doors. So let's do that. Actually, let me just... Alright. I just removed that so I could see. So when we pass through that, it'll activate this. And then we want to take this. Let's see if I can remember this now. Is it to that? No, it's not that. Not that. We'll take this and to this. See if that works. I think that, yeah, I think the doors opened. Yep, they opened for a second. Which is pretty much what I'm looking for. There we go. All right. And then when we get all the way up, we want to re-enter gravity. So we're going to go back and we're going to deselect something, or select it. Then we're going to put another one of those area triggers right there. And select it. And put our area. Let's see if I can... I'm doing this from memory, so if I screw it up... It's my fault, not Drackert's, because I'm an idiot. Alright, so, and delay into a not into the and into the module. And then we toggle it. Oh, wrong button. Well, I hit the button, I just hit it in the wrong spot. Alright, so now it should be working. So now all these knots are in the right place. And we're going to take this and put it into that. Alright, so that should work now. Now let's jump out and go see. I'm already in the upside down gravity. There we go. Alright. Oh, pain in the booty. I tell you. Logic for me is really difficult because you have to think, you know, outside of the buns. And I'm no good at that. Did I get in the right one? I sure did. Let's see if we can hit it. Okay, it sends me up. Drops me through. Puts me back into gravity. Oh my god, I got it right. Alright, so this drops me down. Alright, so there you go. Look at that. That's how easy the elevators are. And thanks to Drackert, I have elevators in my spaceship now. I have elevators, which has got me working on a couple of different things, one of which I'm going to run you guys through right now. Now, these hallways are stupid long. So what I was going to do was to put like yellow stripes down the side like this, so that effectively what you would do is you would walk into the yellow stripe area, and it would activate a gravity that's pointing me this way. So it would shoot me down this hallway really, really fast, and then kick me back into normal gravity at the end. So if I didn't want to walk all the way down here, I could do that. And I could do the same thing over here. You know, I could have, you know, the yellow stripe that lets me know I can fly down to the end. But that's basically what I'm shooting for here. I'm shooting for that. So, that's what I've been working on for like 2 days. It's driving me crazy, the logic. Oh my god. But, you know, it worked. So, and that's proof that anybody can learn logic. And what I was talking about earlier, you can just jump up there. So you just jump right up there. Yeah, you're in there. So I don't even want to do an elevator for that. It's just going to jump, leave it open, and jump in. Because that's kind of like an access tunnel. So, yeah. Oh, gosh, man. Oh, gosh, man. All right. So, effectively, since today I got a lot of logic stuff in my inventory here, I figured that's one of the things that we could really hit on today. And I think there's a lot of things. Where are you at? You. Okay, there we go. So we want to select you and put a module there, and then select a module and select that. And actually, no, we don't want to select that. We don't want to select that. We want to select this, 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 and this. That didn't select this. That's not freaking V, that's C. Well, we'll turn them off and see if I can get this to work. So let's go downstairs to the hangar bay. I believe this is what we want to do. So when there is not something there, they should light up. And when they're... Okay, so I got it backwards. So I need to knot that. Knot it. You see what I did there? I used a technical term, because that's just kind of how I roll. Alright, so let's select down. Alright, so we need a knot for that. So we got a 5. That's 6. That's 5. We'll put that there, and we'll deselect these lights. Because we basically want it to reverse the state, which is what we thought we were doing when in I say we, because I don't want to take the credit for that all by myself. That's me. Yes, that's me. So when there's nothing parked here, we should be able to see the lights on, and then once we park there, the light should turn off, basically letting us know that that parking spot is not available. Which makes sense because there'll be a big ship parked there. But that's going to come in to play later because the knot signals are going to run together, so we're going to be able to see, like, if that knot is on, there will be lights here that'll toggle from like red to green. So letting you know that you're docked or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I'm super duper excited about that. And there's another thing that we want to do. I say we because you want to do it just as bad as I do, and you know it. Is one of the things that I've got. There we go. One of the things that I've got in my inventory is not the area triggers, but the activation module. So I figured this would be a good time to help us out with our shielding and junk. So let's go ahead and come back here, and we will go into this cargo bay right here, this shuttle bay control, and we're going to put a switch, a lever. Let's deselect everything. All right, we'll put a switch and a lever right there, and then behind that, you'll note that we have this thing. So actually, you know what? Let's pop this and then do that, and then I'll put this here and select it, and then we got to have a knot because remember these doors are powered closed or powered open. Yeah, powered open, unpowered closed. And then we take this, and then we can shift V on the whole ensemble. Thusly, and put that block back, which is 8, I believe. Yeah. And then when we toggle this, get the knot working. All right, the knot is now active. And then we hit it again. Alright, now I'm confused. The knot. These are blast doors and windows. They should. Yeah, see? They should go away. Why are they not? Is that a knot? That is a knot. Okay, now they're gone. So. Alright, I don't need the knot. I don't want it like that. I want it like this. Here we go. I want it when this is active, these are closed. Alright, so I over confused it. So basically this is going to be a toggle switch. So when it's off, they're off. When it's on, they're on. Boom, boom. Sweet. So if we're getting ready to hit some crap, or maybe we don't have any crap to worry about at the moment, we can always slap that in there and that'll be good. I can put that there and that there. So now we have a control for that. And you're like, oh my god, you're going nuts with the logic. Yes, I totally know. And there's going to be one more thing that we're going to do because this is our bridge and we need to protect it as if it, the very safety of our vessel depends on it. So what I'm going to do is deselect what I have selected. Oh my god. And then down here, underneath of this, I am going to put up some delays. And the reason that I'm going to do that is because I want these delays to basically feed from around back here and cover a majority of this in protective coating. So the majority that's going to get covered is going to be the front part here. I think that would be pretty cool. So let's do that. The very first thing that we're going to want to do is let's put a delay. I'm going to go downstairs for this. Where I want it to start is going to be right there. Alright, so we have a delay that starts right there. And basically, there's going to go every 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One too many. And I'll basically just link these together so that this one links into that one, links into that one. So effectively, when I activate this one, when I activate this one, they'll go this way. See how it turned on slowly? And then when I turn it off, it'll turn off backwards, which I'm totally okay with. But what's going to happen? I'm gonna have it turn it off in reverse order. Does that make sense? So, anyway, we'll come up here basically on the first one. Now we have blast door, so let's select this, put a knot down, because we want it to be dead by default. And then after we have that selected, I'll go to where my blast doors are. There you are. Blast doors. 7. We'll just go, let's see, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we want 9 high. And we will go through 3 at a time. 4 to, let's go 4, yeah. I believe that was what we were going to do, 4. So then we'll have this one come up. Actually, let's do 3 on this first one, because I want to go here like that. And then there we go. And then we'll just boom. So the first 4 will look like that. And then the next 4 will come off of the second delay. So we select that one, put our knot down, select the knot. Do what you're supposed to do, Garth. Drive me crazy. Crazy, man. And then 7, and we'll just do a few of these. So those are now set. Then we come in here to the third delay. Select that, put a knot in, select the knot, and then go 7, like that. Now when we come down here, let's turn that off. And so we can see it working. We'll go like right here, and then select this to that. And so when we hit this button, it'll reset all our knots, which it's doing right now. Give it a few seconds, and then we turn it off. And we'll get the knot. We should get our knots, our naughty knots. Alright, so knot. We hit the button. We hit the button again. 2, 3. See how it'll come forward like that. Now when we turn it off, basically what it'll do is it'll run backwards when we turn it off, so that it'll retract instead of just go forward like that. But that effectively going to bring it all the way up to right here, and then I'm going to bring like the glass door. Do I have any of those on me? Yeah, glass door. I'll be bringing those around the front. So that's effectively what we're going to have to do. And I'm just going to work out the, as a matter of fact, let me bring this down to 3, and I will do this so that we can lay it out. Oh, wait. Shift B, because with these in sections like this, it'll be a lot easier for me to select them all. And then we'll come up to there, and then we'll come up to there, and with those, and I'll like I said, I'll wire all these up later because you guys don't want to see that crap. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Do you want to see all that crap? Comments below. My brother-in-law, back in the day, used to call everybody Country-O. I thought that was hysterical. Called everybody Country-O. You already know Country-O. It was funny. Alright, so let's bring you. There you go. That's what I want. And this is basically just come across the front here like that. Like that. By the end of it, that's exactly what you'll be looking at right there. I think that looks pretty cool. as a matter of fact. I'm not too impressed with it. And I'll work out the sequencing and the timing on it so that it should only take about maybe 4 seconds total. Because each one of these is 1/2 second. So this is only a second and a half right here. So all the way around front we have 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. So maybe I'll step it out to 5 or 6 a piece. Yeah, that'll be working. That'll be working. And then you guys can give me some feedback. Maybe I'll do this instead so that it's complete across the bottom. There you go. Oh yeah, that's much better. I like that. It makes me happy. And it'll effectively, each side will come around to the center, and then the last part of the center will just, you know, maybe come down from the top. I don't know. I think it'll look cool though. But that is effectively what we're shooting for right there. I think gives it pretty combat ready. Maybe we'll even throw some regular Plex doors around the outside. But these blast doors have a lot more hit points than Plex doors. Plex doors. So let's go ahead and put our Plex door right there and our blast door right there. And we select that. Let's split those up and split those up. So the Plex doors have... Didn't they used to say how much hit points they had? I believe it was just shy of what Gray Hall is. Or significantly more something. I can't figure it out. Yeah, they have a lot more hit points than Plex doors. That's why. That's the basics right there. But yeah, ignoring of course these void spaces here. That's what it will do. So when we come in like this, blah, it'll turn those off, but it'll turn them off and backwards. And effectively, what I'm going to do is probably reverse those knots, because I would like this switch to be depowered in a non-emergency or non-combat situation. And basically, when the captain gives the general quarters, you know, he'll have his button right here or whatever, and it will not only will it activate this stuff, it'll activate, if these aren't already activated, it'll activate them. It will turn on some flashing red lights occasionally interspersed throughout the thing. So that's basically kind of what I'm shooting for. And I think with that, we run into basically minor details. You know what I'm saying? And for all intents and purposes, this craft is, I would say, in all honesty, about 90% done. The only thing really missing is the minor detailing. There are a few rooms that I would like to add, like right here. This will be the captain's briefing room, and this will probably be the captain's day room. I know it's pretty far away from the bridge, but what do you do? I'm in charge. Definitely going to hook up my airlocks, which is not something that's going to require a great deal of building. It's just going to be more me messing around with logic and junk. We have a whole bunch of space down here for more shields and junk. Definitely going to work up some kind of hangar system that tells you, you know, where you can park. We'll have green lights or whatever saying you can park here, red lights for this one is taken. Which, I mean, I guess the big ship in the middle would be a dead giveaway. We're going to do our little reverse gravity things here, which take us down to forward turrets, which have 2 more airlocks right there. I got some just happiness going on right there. And then down here along the side, probably right out here in this void space, right or all along this area in this void space, I'm probably going to put a couple of large rooms that run down the side here, and a couple of small rooms right here, and just kind of be like crew bunking, some barrack kind of stuff. I think that would definitely work out well. We still haven't done weapons control because literally I've been playing with these elevators for 4 hours. Oh my God, Lord. magic. Anyway, yeah. So what this is, I think this section right here, and damage control, which is going to be, I went the wrong way. Damage control, which is going to be basically through the elevator, which I may have to rework, and then out this way. It's going to basically come out here, and damage control is going to wrap around. You won't be able to see any of these pipes; they'll all be covered up. But damage control will be right in the front here, and I'm going to do using the logic things. I'm going to do some like area damage. So if like somebody takes out, you know, a huge chunk of this right here, it will tell me up in damage control that my right nacelle is damaged. So we'll have like a little, maybe a little flashy red light on, you know, right nacelle. So we'll basically have it broken up. I was looking at some of my comments, and somebody said to put like a little layout of your ship so that the damage indicators will on the ship. But I've decided that what I'm going to do is bring it out in sections. Weapons control, thruster control, you know, flight deck. Basically, we have damage and control people are going to be able to run throughout the ship and do what they need to do, reroute stuff, whatever. So yeah, that works that way. So we basically have damage control, weapons control. This in here will have there's 5 spots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like basically a floor layout, kind of like that we have over here. There'll be like, you know, 3 green lights here, a green light here, and a green light here, and a green light here, and a green light here. And as people park, this will turn off. Does that make sense? Like if it's not available anymore, the green will be out. So probably need to get rid of the red as well. Maybe I'll even remove all this crap and put it right here so that people can just have a quick look over and see what it is and then go back. Oh God, I'm so excited. Yeah, but I also have to put together the cargo floor. I'll give you an idea. Not the cargo floor, but the blast doors for the side. I'll give you an idea. Whoa, hey, sorry, bro. Did I just drop that into space? I did. Ooh, there we go. I picked them up. Didn't mean to. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Well, did I just back up again? I think I did. I've been crazy like that. Let's move forward a little bit. There we go. Alright, but yeah, this is my ship. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Look at that. She's cray-cray. Actually, let me back this up a whole big bunch. And I'll show you something. See how agile she is. I'm going to hit C, which should level me out. Not too bad. I guess it's not too bad of a turn radius. Right now, it's leveling me out. That's actually looking pretty cool right now. I'm enjoying that thoroughly. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I recorded this episode once before, but there was like so many interruptions in the house, and I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, it was like an hour long. I mean, just trying to figure out how to freaking tell the elevator I want to go to, you know, floor X or whatever. And yeah, so I was kind of bummed out by that. But in the front there, I took out these activation modules with their piping because the more I looked at it, the more I didn't like it. So what I did is I went in with the new scaffolding that they have. You guys probably see a lot better if I do this, right, John? But I went in with the new scaffolding and I nested some of it in there so that it kind of looks structural. And these things are not designed to be an aerodynamic service. They're basically ablative. They're damage magnets, if you will, to protect, you know, core stuff. We got the extra shielding along the side here. We got these dealies up here which protect stuff. Make it really hard to take out the bridge unless you're like off to the side. Like if you're fighting dead on, it's going to be a little bit harder to get to the bridge through that. So, you know, that's kind of what I did. I think I like it more betterer. So let's see if we can. Where's the sun at? Need to go forward. Man, this thing's got some serious pickup. Yeah, I just need to get where I can reach my shop if I need it. Did I just run into the station? I did. I did! Alright, yeah. Boy, look how close I got. Whoa! I almost hit my other ship. Said it rocketing out into space. But yeah, I mean, I'm really kind of happy with how's it going so far. You know what I mean? There's a couple of areas where I need to church that up, and you know that's all well and good. But yeah, we got a lot going on here, and I'm expecting maybe 3, maybe 4 more episodes, and we're gonna go run it up against an alpha. I think that's the big plan here. The only thing that I really have left to do right now, in my opinion, to make it alpha ready, is to put on my anti-missiles, which I don't have any anti-missiles on here right now. All four of these turrets are real live piloted turrets. I'm thinking about putting one large anti-missile rapid fire cannon to cannon up there. That just like basically blankets space, and put one up there and one on the bottom to basically just take out missiles. But the problem is, with they're so far in the back, if I get a missile coming dead on, those turrets aren't going to do any good. So I'm actually considering dropping a few tiny turrets here and here just to cover the front, and maybe a couple of tiny turrets on the back just to cover the back. But yeah, you don't need a lot. You just need to hit that missile once. That's it, and boom, it's gone. Boom, it's gone. Boom, it's gone. Yeah, but I'm really excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super duper excited about it. All right. Well, I'm going to get off here and do some more logicking and stuff like that. And I think what we're going to work on next time is going to be weapons control and damage control. So feel free to tune in next time for that. If you have anything you'd like to say in the comments below, feel free, man. Drop it down. Let me know. Tell me all about it. If you say, hey, there's an easier way to do X, Y, Z, let me know. If I look into it and it is easier, I will totally do it. And some of these things are just routed, so I don't have bars running through, the pipes running through the system. Like if you come in here, Mr. All Over the Place, down here, you can see that pipe right there. But what I plan on doing is wedging that, so you won't be able to see. It'll wedge that, and that. Actually, probably just wedge that and that. Yeah. So happy. All right. So anyway, yeah. Once again, so I got yelled at for this. I'm going to say it. Until next time, I'll talk to you turkeys on the flip side.